So yeah, got the other rack up. And then I also got all the extra stuff that was out here all tore down and disassembled. And that's all up top here. So I got all the side braces, the pieces that go this way, pieces that are going this way, that's all up here on top. And then the pieces that go this way are all up here. And then all the uprights are also, I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, there you go. The uprights are also on that side. So I got all that figured out. Like I'm saying, I got a ladder down each row. Ooh, it's a little tight for me to be walking backwards. I got a ladder down each row, so I can just, if I need something, just climb up the ladder and grab, 1963 or whatever. And yeah, this is still open up here. I haven't put the boards in yet. I'm going to do that later. I'm about 6 hours deep into this right now, folks. Most of that was tearing all those down and getting up in the top racks. That was a majority of that 6 hours. But yeah, I mean, there you go. This rack is up. And I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. Crazy. It's still, everything's heavy on top now, but it works. Be able to load it up. So what I got to do next, after I get a ton of, first I got to list of everything I got in the house, and I got like over 6,000, easy, over 6,000 good items that are worth listing. So I got to list all those. And so there's a pile, and I know I got another pile in the house to list, and I also have all those bikes. So it's a lot of stuff to list. But now I have all these boards. So what's going to happen here is, I don't know. I'm gonna actually stop this for this weekend and play around with this next week, come up with a better plan. But right now I need to get rid of all these boards because I want my garage back just to park one vehicle in. That'd kind of be nice. And yeah. So I need to figure out where I'm putting all these boards. I'm thinking all this shelving can go outside. All this shelving that I picked up, because it's already a little bit rusty, and that could pretty much go outside. And if it rusts up, it rusts up kind of deal. Because I think I spent pretty sure it was like $2 to $5 a piece. So if it's a little rusty, I'm not that concerned. And then that can pretty much sit out till next year, and that'll give me room for all these boards in here so that those stay dry. And then I'm going to have to figure out. And then what I want to do there is eventually, once these bikes are all tore apart, once these bikes are all gone, I can move that up. What I told you yesterday. Once the bikes are tore down in like February or January, right in there somewhere, I can move that up out of the way, move that shelving back there, and then move the boards in front of it. And that way, it'll work out where, I can actually stack those up. I don't have a high-low or anything, but eventually I'd like to have some back wall there stacked up. But right now, this was an unexpected project that put me even further behind in listing. And it's done, so I'm calling it good at this point. I'm not playing around with it. Oh yeah, here's the other auction. I have another auction. I got some stuff up there, some stuff down here, that stuff there. That's another auction that I got to list too. That was actually not a huge one, but it was like some high dollar items. It wasn't a huge amount of items, but the items I did pick up are worth some money. So that's only like maybe 300 items, but it's stuff like, vintage international stuff and some motors. And I told y'all this yesterday, but yeah, but it's like got the shelving in. It's all good and such. Everything went together. I was picky about my boards. They are dirty. They are dirty. but whatever, I'll wipe them down one of these over the winter when I actually have a slow time, probably around the beginning of March. I'll be a little bit slow, so maybe I could play around. Or maybe I'll just put boxes on here and they'll clean themselves over time kind of deal. But yeah, it's a little crowded in here because I'm so far behind the listing. I got to get stuff up. So that's basically where I am with the shelving and all the update for today, and that's all I'm going to do. And then I'm going to go back in the house. I had a little bit of an update on the AI program that I'm building for eBay, and that's also, I made some good progress on that last night. The scope is working. It seems like it's working, but there's still bugs to fix, but I'm making progress on that. We're getting real close. I got it about 40% working great, and the other 60% is still figuring stuff out and going over and checking things and then finding out I have an issue kind of deal. You think everything's working, then you're like, well, let's make sure this is working, and sure enough, it's not working. So you got to go through and play around that whole deal, and I'll probably be doing that as I'm listing. As I'm listing, I'll be doing this and deleting code and then fixing that and then listing some more and back and forth. That's basically what I'm doing the rest of the day. But I got to get these listings up because I'm so far behind on that. Like, I ain't sorting or anything this year. I wasn't even planning on doing anything like in the barn, in the shelving. I wasn't planning on doing any of this till next summer. It wasn't even a thing I was thinking about. But deals come along, you jump on them, One of those deals where something comes along, you got to be ready to jump on it kind of deal. Otherwise, you're going to miss out. So that's where I'm at there in this and all that. A little bit of an update. Oh, hell, just go for it, and you never know, If you got room to do it, you got room to do it. Like this whole house thing, I went into this whole house thing planning on opening up a business. That was like why I told exactly what I told my realtor. I want room to have 5 cars inside, and I also 1, 2, supposedly 3, 4, 5, So I want a room to have 5 cars inside so I wouldn't have anybody complaining about vehicles tore apart outside and all that. And I also wanted to have room to start a business. And, I was going to just buy a trailer on like 5 acres and put up 2 barns. And that was about the whole plan right there. Put up one about this size, 40, I think it's a 40. This is only like a 30 by 40. I think. Don't make me break out the tape measure, but I'm pretty sure it's only like a 30 by 40. And I was going to build like a 30 by 40, and then I was going to build like a 40 by 62 on that 10 acres, And one was going to be basically committed to the business. One was going to be just for me, and then the other one, and then I was going to use like half the house or trailer or whatever. But stuff happens. I fell into this house. It was exactly, I am in Ionia, Michigan. I don't care. You can find me. It's easy as heck. But I'm in Ionia, Michigan. It's 30 miles from Grand Rapids, Michigan. It's 30 miles from Lansing, Michigan, roughly. But, I'm 30 miles from about Greenland, and I'm sure there's another one south of me that I'm not. Oh, Hastings and all that. There's a lot of little towns that make up another big town. Anyway, I got like 1.2 million people within about 30 miles of my house, which, there you go. So the local stuff, I've been a little bit lazy about listing the local stuff. And like I'm saying, I don't even want to be playing around with half this stuff this year. So I've just been putting it on eBay. But as far as all that local stuff goes, I'm in a position where when I do start selling bigger stuff, which is like, I'm in like stage 2. This is stage 2. I'm, where stage 2 was me building the trailer that I did this spring. I built the trailer and building my bank up so that I can get to stage 3. That's basically all stage 2 was. And I built the trailer. I used the heck out of the trailer this year. It paid for itself 5 ways from Sunday. It's broke right now. I told you that. But I built that trailer. I built that up. That was stage 2. Stage 3 once I get enough, is to actually buy a trailer like the one I rented today, or yesterday, and returned yesterday. That's what I meant to say. Is to buy a more heavier duty trailer that I can do, not just do estate sales, that I can actually do like cars and trucks with and move on to that. But I'm not there yet. But that's stage 3, and even that is pretty much the whole stage is getting the trailer and then doing a little bit of more large things and moving up the scale. But that's stage 3. Yeah, and this was part of stage 3, was starting to build out the barn, starting to even plan out the barn, and I didn't do any of that in stage 2, you know. So anyway, I'm in stage 3, but like, or I'm in stage 2, but like, just building stuff up is so, I got a plan, but like I'm saying, I wasn't planning on having such a huge area, but it all works out because, I don't know, now I got to talk with my CPA, and I got to see what my CPA says. My CPA's not a reseller CPA, is the best way to put it. So I'm playing it safe. That being said, I don't know as far as that goes, but now that I'm using more of the barn, and now it's dedicated because these ain't going anywhere, because right now I'm pretty sure I got like, I don't even know how much weight on here with all that extra on top, and then I'll load them up, but there you go. There's stuff that I need to list personally. Those tanks were a personal daily. Actually, yeah, those are a personal daily. I just got to get rid of them, so I got to throw them up. But those are a local sale also. And yeah, so they're up there. They got to get listed. Where's that dang light? Light's over there. That's got to get listed. And it was just a thing where it was in the way. I was like, what's going on the shelf anyway? But yeah. So you can basically walk down here, and I got it set up where I'm just going to pull this thing because it takes 2 hands to lift it up and push it back. So I can just pull it back and then move it to where I got to go. And then up kind of deal. And yeah, I mean, the lighting is, and the whole deal is you put it back, but I can't when I'm holding the camera with one hand. But yeah, it all works out. Like I'm saying, the doors and all that got to go up, and I got to play around. But I've been playing with this for like 6 hours to get to this point, and I'm ready to call it. Luckily, the rain did hold off. It didn't. I got a little bit of sprinkles, but I didn't get wet. So that all worked out because I don't have time to be sick and all this. But yeah, that all worked out. So I'm basically done in here today. And here's your little update. Before I start using these, I need to label everything. And so this is BAR, which is barn rafters. B-A bar rafter, whatever. There you go, BAR, and then the other things. So I need to actually go through here and make this like BAS or something. Or no, I can just go BA. And then I got to go the section. Like that'll be A. I got to figure this all out. But that'll be like A. And then it'll be A, 1, 2, 3, 4. Simple as that. And this will be BA. B. No, wait. Yeah. Go through this again. I should have taken a break. So this will be like BA. Here we are. So this will be section 1, and that'll be section 2. So it'll go BA 1 A 1. Okay? And then this will be BA. This will be 1. Sorry. This will be BA 1 B. Or A2. A3, A4, I'm just going to do that. B1, B2, B3, B4, you know. And that way, I mean, I only got till D, but whatever. You know, it'll make it real easy. If I know, that at least gets me pointed in the right direction, so I know if I got to go to section 1, I can go to section 1. If I got to go to section 2, go to section 2. And actually, I got that backwards. I should have it this way. So this is 1, this is 2. That way, if I do decide to say screw it and use those other shelving, because I got at least 2 more sections to build. If I do want to do that, I can go 3 and 4. but I really don't want to do that because then it only gives me one bay to play with, which kind of screws up things, how I really don't want to do that. But if I do that, I can do that. There you go. You know, because I always try to think of setting these things up as far as expansion goes. But yeah, so it wasn't like those gas tanks. Let's just call it 36 inches by 12 by 24, right around there. And it wasn't a pain to walk these down. You know, I walked them down easy so I can throw them up there because, once again, super big item, weighs nothing, but just good spot for it. So I will put those up. The thing about those is they got to be a local because they're F-35 tanks. I don't know what the heck it goes to. But I'm pretty sure they're a Thunderbird tank because that's where I got the stuff from. But I need to put those up, and the thing about those tanks is they're only like $80. So it's a matter of like brand new. They're like $80 or $90 a piece. So I can't ship them because there goes nobody's going to pay. No one's going to pay to ship that, and then I can't even sell them locally. So I don't know, maybe I could sell them locally and get 40 for the pair or something like that, and kick them out the door because whatever. But right now I needed a place to put them, so there you go, they're up. But that's an example of a big item that doesn't weigh anything, that's just was taking up room. So throw them up there and play around, and like I'm saying, they're local. So absolute worst to worst, you know, I paid like nothing for them. They were in a pile with other stuff that's already sold, so I need to, if they end up getting scrapped, they end up getting scrapped. Sometimes, even though they are new tanks, if it doesn't make sense to sell it, it doesn't make sense to sell it. So, but right now, I don't even plan on putting anything on these shelves till the snow flies, because I'm so far behind with all the stuff that I showed you in the house. Actually, I didn't even show you a pile that's in the basement that I'm working through, but I'm so far behind on all that stuff that I probably won't even put anything on these shelves till the snow flies, and then I'll start filling them up slowly and surely. Same thing with the rafters. That's why I only put up those 2 boards. That, and I'm trying not to spend a ton, but that's why I only put up those 2 boards. It's probably going to take me like 8 months before I have those boards filled up. So no point in even doing that, and even less now that I have this where I can put stuff on the bottom here. So we're gonna figure it out. But as you can tell, I'm a little bit, I need to take a break. I took like a 20-minute break in that 6 hours, and I should have taken a longer break. So I was fighting getting, like, it can rain cats and dogs now. Actually, it's supposed to rain cats and dogs for like an hour, and I don't care because the rest of the stuff's inside. But I wanted to make sure I had everything up and done before the rain came, and which is a good incentive. But yeah, so there you go. Shelves are up. Keep your stuff moving. Keep it going. Nobody said this business stuff was easy, but I'm glad. I was saying I got a deal. Otherwise, I wouldn't even done this. But now that it's up, and yeah. I said I got 19 feet from that door to here. So I can still fit something, I could still fit like a full-size truck in here to tear down, but anything bigger than that, it's going to have to go in that bay. Like I'm saying, though, I ain't even doing that till next year. So it's good to plan stuff, but at some point you just got to stop talking and get to work. So I'm going to end it on that. Thank you, guys. Have fun.